For the second week in a row, more than a dozen high school football games have been canceled or postponed. In fact, the list of canceled games grew this week, and there is growing concern the pandemic and the schedule changes will put the fall football season in jeopardy. Fox 4's David Tendry live now with that story. David?
Yeah, Blake, you can certainly tell we are still in the middle of a pandemic here at these high school football games. We got a couple of Dallas ISD teams playing behind us. Masks are required for people walking around here. They are checking the temperatures of athletes upon entry. And to hammer down this point, the two teams behind us were not even supposed to be playing each other tonight. They were only scheduled against each other earlier this week when they found out that the teams they were supposed to be playing each had to back out because of COVID-19 test results. A lot of things are being shaken up with scheduling because of the pandemic here for Friday Night Lights. A growing number of North Texas high school football teams, dozens across the state, are canceling games because of COVID-19 outbreaks. Wilmer Hutchins captain Billy Monroe III considers himself a man of faith and says during the pandemic, his team needs it.
I'm thinking about it, praying about it for a long time, asking that everything falls in line so that I'm able to come out here and display everything that I've been putting together, that we've been putting together.
This is the first game the Eagles have played this season. Last week's opponent canceled because of an outbreak, and their initial opponent this week canceled for the same reason too. But Dallas ISD says W.T. White also had an opponent canceled this week, so the two teams filled their schedules with each other. Not all teams are that fortunate.
It's very unfortunate for the kids. I mean, that's what you can't lose in all this thing. It's all about the kids.
DeSoto High School found out Wednesday its opponent, Prosper, had an outbreak. DeSoto wasn't able to find another opponent.
You can't control this right now. Nobody can control what's going on right now. And again, it's nobody's fault because this is what's going on.
Friday, Allen High canceled its highly anticipated game at Cedar Hill because the district says two of its student athletes tested positive in the past 2 days.
You've got to take one game at a time and don't count the days, make the days count. That's what I look at.
Dallas ISD's executive director of athletics says while they're focusing on the here and now, there's no telling what impact these canceled games will have on the rest of the season.
Once you get into playoffs, I don't know what UIL is going to do on that. If you have a playoff team that does get a positive test and have to cancel, I don't know how they're going to adjust that.
Well, for now, Monroe, a senior, just feels fortunate to play.
You got to believe that good things are going to happen.
The Longhorns.
The stands might only be 10% full right now at Wilmer Hutchins High School, so a very different scene than what we're used to seeing out here, Blake.